BlueMarbleScience. We've got your gas pressure without a container. It's right down there. See? There it is. You know, we keep hearing this over and over and over again. You can't have gas pressure without a container. At least according to Nathan Oakley, Quantum Eraser, Anthony Riley, and I guess pretty much every other flat earther out there. But you know what? They're wrong. So Gladys, are you ready? Atta girl. Let's light this dumpster fire and have some fun. Okay, so what's the issue? Well, it's really simple. Flat earthers can't afford to have gravity become a real thing, because if that ever happens, most of their argument just flies out the window. They can't have gravity be responsible for retaining our atmosphere. They just can't have it. That would cause our atmospheric pressure gradient, but that would also mean that the atmosphere simply diminishes into the vacuum of space. Space is real, their dome isn't, and their argument is done. Now, unfortunately for them, it's actually pretty easy to disprove that nonsense, and we've done it. The first part of this demonstration was done a few weeks ago in the shop and included in another video, and I'll put a link for that in the comments. But now I've taken it outside where I can demonstrate a much higher gas pressure with a taller pipe. So just to go back through the original video very quickly, we did this per the Nathan Oakley scientific method. I went through the observation and hypothesis and variables and all of that stuff. And basically, what we ended up with was an incline manometer, a 4-foot piece of pipe that we could fill with butane and measure the gas pressure without a top on the pipe. So gas pressure without a container.
So gas pressure without a container. We've got your gas pressure without a container. He's making it really simple that he's demonstrating gas pressure without a container. What does he actually do in the video, boys and girls? He demonstrates gas pressure in a container. There. What the fuck is the pipe that's going up the side of his house if it's not a container? What I do know is that there is citation that supports it being a dome, and I'll now give some citation for all the haters. So this is a book, a real world book, Encyclopedia Americana. It is the 1958 version of, and if this probably should have been burnt in the Bible booking or the burnings of the books and all that. But in this book, you can get this from Dana McManus, and it's called 1958 Encyclopedia Antarctica Dome Full Entry. And at the end of the document, she's scrolling through it so she doesn't get accused of cherry picking. But at the end of the document, she gets to a part where it's describing the fauna and flora, right? It talks about what herbs, plants, trees, whatever is there. And she gets to one part, and it's talking about the plains. Actually, I think I might have missed it. Yeah, it's a little bit before this. Might be here. Now, I'm not saying that this is absolutely true, but what I am saying is that this is supporting evidence that there must be some kind of barrier container, And it's not something that we're that we're supposed to know about, because they would burn this book if they realised it was in here. The fact that they haven't, we can only accept and take satisfaction from. Where is it? I'm just trying to remember exactly what the there we go. Right, so she turns the page, and I'll read from: in December 1955, the task force left New Zealand to set up 2 base stations in the Ross Sea area. Little America 5 was established at Kiernan Bay, about 30 miles east along the Ross Ice Shelf from the Bay of Wales, and an air operations base was constructed at Hut Point on Ross Island in McMurdo Sound. 4 United States planes flew from New Zealand to McMurdo Sound on December the 20th, 1955, and made exploratory flights over unknown parts of the continent until January the 18th, 1956, when they returned to New Zealand. Pay attention, boys and girls. These flights proved the inland areas to be featureless in character. So if you think about this, if it's the azimuthal equidistant map and it's going outwards, right? It's going to the extreme edges. Featureless in character, with a dome at 13,000 feet high at about latitude 80 degrees south, longitude 90 degrees east. So if I bring up Google Earth, 13,000 feet high is not that high, really, is it? Let's be honest. So if I bring up Google Earth and I turn on my grid lines and zoom down to, well, I think that just said, there's the 85th, there's 75th, so there's the 80th parallel there, and so it said 80th parallel, 13,000 feet. So if it's coming down at that point, because it's the outside edge of the perimeter, right, then it makes sense that by the 85th and the 90th, that will be the extreme edge. Now, I'm not saying that it absolutely is, but I'm saying that this is supporting evidence that there is a container.
Fucking retarded? The hell's the matter with you?
Fucking retard!